The Orange County housing market is starting the year off slightly slower compared to the last couple of years, which means homes are taking longer to sell, and we're seeing less multiple offers and less competitive bidding wars. I'm Tim Hamilton with StellarQuest Real Estate, and in this video we're going to be discussing why the market is slightly slower this year, and we're also going to be touching on where mortgage rates are at and the median home price in Orange County. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. You can find all of my contact information in the description below. And if you enjoy watching this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and please subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on the housing market. We're going to start off by talking about why the housing market is slightly slower this year compared to the past few years. And we're going to do that by first looking at expected market time, which is the average number of days it takes a home to get into escrow after being placed on the market. So the lower the number is, that means the hotter the housing market, where homes are selling faster, and typically we see more price appreciation. And as that number goes higher, it means the market is slowing down, typically less price appreciation, and homes are taking longer to sell. So this year, in 2025, at the end of February, our expected market time was at 61 days, which is still considered a seller's market. Now, going back and looking at 2024, we were at 40 days, and in 2023, we were at 44 days. So that's quite a bit faster than what we're at today. And then going back to 2022 and 2021, you can see we're at 19 days and 24 days. Now, that was when the market was going extremely crazy. Every home was selling above the asking price just about, with multiple offers. And that's back when we still had historically low mortgage rates. So 2022 was the year where the Federal Reserve started hiking the federal funds rate. As a result of that, mortgage rates followed and started going higher. Now, the primary reason the expected market time is higher is because we have more homes coming on the market compared to the past few years, and a very similar level of buyer demand. So looking at the new listings January through February, you can see in 2025 we had 4,947 new listings during that time period. And you can see that's quite a bit higher than what we had in 2024 at 4,119 and 2023 at 3,472. And then looking at the demand, you can see that buyer demand really hasn't changed much compared to those years. So this year we're at 1,569, 2024 we were at 1,476, and 2023 we were at 1,505. So almost no change in the number of buyers that are out there purchasing a home, but we have had a fairly significant change in the number of new listings coming on the market. So what happens is when you have more new listings coming on the market and a relatively similar level of buyer demand, that allows the total number of homes for sale at any given time to start to grow. And so you can see we do have significantly more homes on the market at this point. At the end of February, we had 3,183 homes on the market in Orange County, compared to 2024, where we had 1,992 homes on the market, in 2023, where we had 2,218 homes on the market. So what we're seeing is that originally these higher mortgage rates were creating what we call the lock-in effect, where fewer people would want to sell their home because they didn't want to make a move and give up the historically low interest rate that they had locked in and trade that in for a much higher rate. So people really weren't moving as much. Well, it seems like that effect is starting to lighten, where more people have just decided, hey, maybe mortgage rates aren't ever going back down to where they were before, and if I want to make a move, maybe I should just go ahead and do that now. But on the flip side, the high mortgage rates have created issues with affordability with home buyers, and until we see mortgage rates come down and stay at a lower level consistently, we're really probably not going to see much growth in buyer demand. So what we're seeing is homes coming on the market faster than buyer demand is increasing. So if this continues to happen, the amount of homes for sale in Orange County will continue to grow, and we'll probably see the market slow down even more. But if mortgage rates do come back down and stay at a lower level, then we could see buyer demand increase and we could see this effect kind of level off, and we can see the inventory won't grow quite as much as it would if mortgage rates stay high. Now we're going to take a quick look at mortgage rates. And so what we're looking at here is a graph of the 30-year fixed rate mortgage according to Mortgage News Daily, which calculates their mortgage rate assuming the buyer is not paying any points to the loan. So most buyers do pay some sort of points or origination fees, which does help reduce the rate on the loan. And so you can see that for most of the year, rates were above 7%. And towards the end of February, we saw a fairly significant drop in rates down to about 6.75%. Now, this does help out buyers, improving affordability and increasing demand, but this really isn't a large enough drop to see a significant boost in buyer demand so far. And Stephen Thomas believes that rates would have to get down below 6.5% and stay there with some duration in order to really see a significant improvement in buyer demand, where we can maybe start to see the housing market start heating back up again and, prevent the inventory from rising too far and, slowing the market even further. And lastly, we're just going to quickly talk on home prices. And what we're looking at here is a graph of the median home price in Orange County for single family homes, condos, and townhomes. And so we ended the year in December with a median home price of $1,160,000, which rose pretty substantially to $1.2 million in January, and then rose slightly again in February to $1,215,000. So despite the fact that the market is slightly slower this year, we still are seeing price appreciation, especially on homes that come on the market, the most desirable homes that are in turnkey condition. If they're priced right, we still are seeing multiple offers and bidding wars selling above the asking price. We're just not seeing that quite as often or quite as competitive when it comes to the actual bidding wars themselves. Thank you for watching. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home in Orange County, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. You can find all of my personal contact information in the description below, or you can also call this phone number here, which is our office landline number. So don't try texting that number, but you can call there and get a hold of one of our agents as well. And again, if you enjoyed watching, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and please subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market in Orange County. If you like to read, I can also send you the full Orange County Housing Report written by Stephen Thomas, which really has a lot of great information and goes slightly more depth compared to what we talk about in this video.